We in radio must win back the audiences that we lost to the talkies.
They'll never catch on. 9 days wonder.
Just a flash in the pan.
Flash in the pan. Quite enough of this.
Well, let us face facts, gentlemen. We must cut down on expenses, economize. As you know, we've already made a start. Sir Clive, what measures have you taken in light entertainment?
Yes, well, we've cut the budget of Movie Go Round by 50%. It's now going to be called Movie Go Halfway Round.
Oh, very good, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Well, what about children's programs?
Yeah, we've taken off most of the children's programs. In fact, we made a small profit when we demolished Toy Town. We sold their Larry the Lamb at 3 and 6 a pound.
Capital. Well, all these economy measures should save the BBC a lot of money. We may soon be able to put into effect the plan that I know is nearest to all our hearts.
Yes?
We can vote ourselves a substantial increase in our salary.
And now we come to the section of the show we call Trends.
It's a feature especially for the younger crowd, the jet set, the trendy, the with-it pace-setters, the few who are switched on as opposed to the many who by now will have switched off.
Brother-in-law's got hairy ears.
Oh, dear. Give him something to say and he milks it to death.
And a mole on his hip, shaped like an artichoke.
Oh, stop it, William, stop it. Now, where was I? Now, what new trends are there on the fashion scene?
Bosoms are back.
I'm very pleased to hear it. Welcome back, bosoms. It's good to have you around again.
And waists are back where they belong.
Oh, where's that?
Round the knee. This year, Jacques is very keen on plastic hip-length waders with Cuban heels.
Well, if he's so keen on them, let him wear them himself. He couldn't get me into a pair. Absolutely disgraceful.
To recap, this year the new fashion trends are backs out, hips in, thighs out, knees up, and that's what it's all about.
He said, rah, rah, rah. That was the male voice choir of the Hellfire and Damnation Tabernacle of Aberystwyth. Now then, on to travel trends. Where are people going for their holidays this year? Well, there's a package holiday in Yugoslavia, a walking tour, lasts 5 days, or 3 if you run. But for the more adventurous, what about this novel way of getting to Moscow? Fly U2, the airline that gets you there and gets you back eventually when they can find a spy to exchange you for. Oh, there's no end to the vista that opens before the modern traveller. But always remember the 3 cardinal don'ts of foreign travel. Don't drive on the left, don't tip more than 15%, and finally, don't wash your feet in it.
You know, what's new in art? This week at the Codpiece Gallery, there's an exhibition of pop art by an exciting new artist, Toulouse Rickett.
Now, Mr. Rickett, I must say I was intrigued. I really was intrigued, Mr. Rickett, not to mention appalled by some of these paintings. Now, this one, for instance, what is it?
Well, how can I define it? It's a montage, if you want to know. A montage composed of objets trouvés.
Yes, well, I gathered that, but where exactly did you trouve that particular object?
You mean this wooden seat?
Yes.
Well, actually, it comes from the gents' wash and brow shop in Paddington. I created a collage using it as a centerpiece against a background of motorbike parts, Raspberry jam, and a final demand for the rates. I call the whole thing Prelude allude to a down payment on a gas cooker.
And these 3 pictures?
Ah, yes, my triptych. I knew you'd like that. They express the chaos of man's environment, his eternal quest for the immutable and the unknowable. You can have it for £3. Go on. I've been working in a new and exciting medium, fruit salts.
No, thank you, no, thank you.
But there's 30 bobs worth of fruit salts there alone.
Yes, I realise that.
Well, 15 bobs there. I can't say fairer than that, can I?
No, really, I just...
No, but goodness me, you don't have to look at it. You can scrape the fruit salts off with a penknife and use them. They tone you up, they will, because you need it. Make a new man of you. Go on, 5 bob.
No.
Well, lend me 6pence for a cup of tea.
No.
Would you like to meet a nice girl? Yeah.
No.
You fascist pig, Philistine, capitalist hyena, reactionary imperialist. You've got a red nose. You're bald. Go home, Yank. Oh, he's gone. Oh, it's so dispiriting. How can a sensitive artist like me survive in this money-grabbing world?
Recently I had the pleasure to meet the man invited along tonight to talk about his work. Ladies and gentlemen, Lemuel Gast. Now, Mr. Gast, I believe we just completed yet another musical based on one of Charles Dickens' books.
Yes, Mr. Horne. I've been working on it for some minutes now. Almost complete. It's based on Dickens' well-loved classic sketches by Boz. I'll do you a snatch of one of the theme songs, if you like.
Yes, thank you.
Sketches by Boz from out of nowhere.
Well, now,
Yeah.
forgive my criticism,
Of
but
course.
that tune sounds rather familiar.
Oh, yes, but that's possibly because it is. I mean, all my tunes are. For instance, dig this. I'm Martin Chuzzlewit, oh Martin Chuzzlewit, that's who I am. And let me lay this one on you, baby. Bleak house, you come to me with an aught save love.
Yes. But you've used everybody else's tunes, isn't that stealing?
Ah, I prefer to say I've been influenced. But between ourselves, I mean, Dickens is on the wane, don't you think? Dickens on the
Well,
wane?
maybe.
Yes, I mean, like he's been done to death, you know. Well, this very minute I'm planning to do a musical on another book, the Old Testament. You may have read it.
No, I saw the film, The song, the theme song.
Oh, the theme song, yes. Well, man, it comes as they finally flee from Pharaoh and have their first taste of freedom, man. They sing what will definitely, be the hit of the show. Everything's coming up, Moses, for me and for you.
For this week's edition of Trends. Next week, we'll bring you some more fad people talking, gear people raving, drunk people mumbling, and rude people gesturing. And so, goodbye to those of you who are with it, and to those of you without it.
Just send a stamped addressed envelope and we'll tell you where to get it. Here now to sing a number from their new LP, Music to Clip Your Toenails By, are the Fraser Hayes Four.
You've got to stay with the happy people. Have your fun, live in the land of joy. You've got to stay with the happy people. Face the sun like it's a Christmas toy. Down through the endless ages, tears have been contagious.